Multifamily edge is unbeatable. Do I like to sell properties? Yes. If they are not performing well, I will sell them. And if there are potential for it not to do well, then I will sell.
So when do you know when the best time is to take the equity out of the home? Do you have an idea? Like, is there a magic ball or when's the best time to refinance?
The best time for you to take out equity from your home, for me, when that home has appreciated quite a bit, and also I also look at the interest on it. So I will want to take out something that will not over labor me when I'm servicing it. So when I've been able to build equity, let's say I bought the house for 500,000 and now the house is worth 900. It means that I have more than 5, because remember, you have a down payment. For those of you that do zero down, I don't know what that looks like. I don't do zero down. So if you've done like 5% or 3% down, whatever it is plus the new equity will tell you how much equity you have on that property. So let's say you have maybe 550,000 on that deal. For someone like me, I will pull out 200,000 and leave, because I still don't want to empty out my reserves there. Also because I don't want to save so much money. So I will take out, if the property has appreciated like 500,000, I will pull out 100, 200, depending on what I need it for, but not all. I will never ask you to go pull out the entire 400,000 if you don't have purpose for it. The only time I will do that is when I have maybe a big deal, good returns and all that, and that money will yield that thing I want, then I will do that. But let's say it's not really a big deal, something like that, I will take out some, try it out, then it's working, I take out another or maybe another deal. So that is when I know, and the interest rate must be good, because you don't want to take out equity from your property and your interest rate is more than the returns that they promised you. So let's say they'll be giving you like 8,000 a year. So 8,000 a year, do the math monthly. What does that look like?
That's 700 or
700
so.
and something.
700 and something. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take something around that line that my servicing is going to give me about 700. I'll be paying nothing above that amount. I don't also want to take up more liabilities without knowing how to service it. So that's my own standard. That it might not be yours. It might be you have a W-2 and you can still fund to service it from your whatever it is they are paying you. People's cases are different. You can do that. But
Yeah.
I want to take a loan that I can service from the new deal coming. So that's why I always like a deal that cash flows on day one, or at least the early period of the year, it's cash flowing. And I don't like a deal that is about appreciation. I want something that's cash flowing now so that I can use that amount to service other things. So that is one. The second question you asked is, when do you know when to refinance?
Or at what point is enough equity to go ahead and sell the deal? That's that question.
For that, it's an individual answer. I can't answer that because you know your case, you know what you want to use it for, depending on what you want to use it for. But the bottom line for me is what you're pulling it out for. Will the returns be worth it? If
Yeah.
the returns is not worth it, don't try it. Just leave it to sleep there. It's better it's sleeping than you pulling it out and it's nonsense. So yeah.
Okay.
Do you ever consider selling a property?
I consider it every minute, every second. Yes. Okay, so to answer your question, yes, there are some properties that are bleeding. Every year we assess our property. Okay, let me give you an example. One of our single families that we bought 4 properties in Florida. One triplex, the other one duplex. We just bought them like that in that place. The first set of ones we bought, fantastic properties, everything. We used it for Airbnb. They were good. When we noticed that something was happening to Airbnb, we sold. So now is remaining the last one, and that one is a triplex. And because of the trust we had with our agent, we bought this property a long time. She has brought us a lot of properties. So when this one came out, she called us, there's a triplex, do you guys want to buy it? And all that. We were like, okay, sell it. And then we used to buy deals with cash so that we can close on time and just move on. So we said, okay, we'll buy it with cash. Because we did not buy it with loan, because if we had bought it with loan, you'll be forced to do some due diligence. The lender will ask for inspection reports, some type of report that we need to to go. But we bought it like we were investors. We just bought it. We didn't even visit. I don't know. Something was happening. We were not available to go see it. And that was it. We closed on it. And the agent helped us just do some little cosmetic thing. We put in some tenants into it. And the mistake we made on that was that we got in veteran. So it was like a section 8. Before now, if you hear me, I used to say I like section 8. I would advise people to do it. It's better. It's guaranteed money. After my experience on that section 8, I did a 360 on it. So we got that property. We put in those section 8, but this time I'm veteran on it. And I have pictures. I have evidence. So I can show it to anyone that cares to know. Our property was turned upside down. Our HVAC was stolen.
What?
Our water heater was stolen. Our window AC was stolen. The windows were broken. In short, everything. We were like, what's going on here? You know, so because of it, we now put in like 20,000 to do some renovations. Unknowing to us, that was not enough because we wanted to rent it out again and sell. So we got another agent, and the agent was like, you need to put in some more money because of our brand. She needs to protect her brand. She's giving out good properties that we're taking care of and all that. And I was like, no, we don't want to put any more money. We just want to sell and all that. The bottom line is, yes, that is one property I would like to sell. Yes, it's currently on the market. Do I like to sell properties? Yes. If they are not performing well, I will sell them. And if there are potential for it not to do well, then I will sell. So another thing I also look at is the market. We knew that Airbnb was going to reduce in that market. We already started seeing the signs. So before it happened and it hit the market, we put those other Airbnbs on the market and we sold them. So the market also will direct you when to sell, but you have to be in touch with the market for you to know that. And I said, when a property is bleeding and there's really nothing I can do about it, no way to salvage it, I have to sell it so that someone else can take up that liability.
But in the instance of that one that you owned, that got destroyed, it was you were depending on the agent to keep an eye, and they didn't. They let you down.
They didn't. And the section 8, the agreement was that they were supposed to be visiting, like, I think twice a month.
Right.
Check on them. That is the rule. That's what is supposed to be done. But they weren't doing that. They never even showed up for 1 year, 2 years. They didn't show up at all. They did not. And for us, that was just too small property. And we were not visiting because what are we visiting for? That is the list of our property.
Right.
But the bottom line is that's the property that we like to sell. But for the bigger multifamily properties, I really don't like to sell. I'd rather go the route of refinance, especially when we're putting in the effort and we're seeing that it's working. The idea on those ones is refi until there's no more way to increase the value of that property, then we can now sell.
Right. So generally, the multifamily is a better risk overall if you're doing it properly.
Yes, the multifamily has an edge because majority of the factor is based on operations. I can determine what happened to the property to a large extent, excluding the macro effects. All these other things happening. No matter the investment you're doing, you don't have control of the way the dollar is behaving, the way inflation is going. None of us have. So aside that, let's just focus on the property. It is just based on how I'm able to buy it, how I'm able to operate it. That is what will determine the value of that property. And the higher the value, the better it is. But for a single family or very small units like this, that is not the case. They do it based on comparable. So I can as well perform, do everything I want, run left, right, that, be on the call with the property manager for 100 hours. It's not going to change the world at all. So multifamily edge is unbeatable.
Got it. Thank you.